Hello, guys. Just wanted to touch bases with you regarding my journey. It is day 5 after chemo. Um, and excuse me. I will say that yesterday and today were relatively good days. I had energy, and I felt like a normal, if I could call it that. I felt normal, my normal self. Um, I was able to get out like and smell some air, and go beyond the driveway and the porch. So I feel good about yesterday and today. Of course, but they said you would have the good days, the up days. Oop, what was that? The up days and the down days. So I think yesterday was an up day. And today was an up day too. First day back was kind of weird because the chemo class gave instructions on kind of how to manage things in life. And so we talked about my career as a teacher. And one of the things that she suggested is that I send out a parent letter, or the principal does an all call to let the children know why they'll see me in a mask and why they can't squeeze me anymore. And just little things like just general housekeeping rules of how to treat cancer patients. Well, we didn't do that because it just really, I didn't even think about it any further after the chemo class. I just thought, I don't have that much physical contact with my kids, so I didn't think it's going to be an issue. So anyway, when I arrived to work today, I had my mask on. And, of course, the little kids don't really understand. Like, some of my kids, like, I couldn't even do my service time until I took the mask off. They had to, like, legit see that really is Miss Tish, which I thought was hilarious, especially for kindergartners. But, all went well. I was able to get them. Once they saw my face and knew it was me, everything was fine. First graders were fine. I had a parent meeting today, kind of like an impromptu thing, which was fine. The parents came in. I have a note on my door that just says, look, if you come in here, you have to clean your hands. And if you're sick, please leave me alone. And if you think you're sick, put on a mask. So I have masks in my room, and I have a hand sanitizing station. And of course, teachers know we go over procedures for how to do all of this. So we did all of that today. As the day wore on, I can feel my bones starting to hurt. Like, I don't know. Like, yeah, you ever ran for a really long time. It's not like a shin splint, but kind of. All of my bones feel like that. Like something is kind of sort of might be pulling the meat off my bones. It's the only way I know to explain it. I felt it in my arms yesterday, and I kept trying to rub it out, and I kept trying to ignore it, but I couldn't, of course. I feel like the colder I get, the more it acts up, but I can't really confirm that because I've been in kind of all temperature settings. I don't know. But they did say that was going to happen. So, maybe it's just time for it to happen. So anyway, I was rolling through checking on my mentor's blog, and she had mentioned some things that I forgot like to talk about. So chemo destroys all the good cells in your body. It is the way it was explained to me is chemo is not a smart drug. It doesn't know what's good or what's bad. It just knows to go kill it. That's why your hair falls out. That's why you develop neuropathy. I had already had some concerns that I might be getting neuropathy, and that is just nerve damage. And it could be in your fingers, your toes, or whatever. You feel like tingling and numbness. And I've had carpal tunnel forever, you know, and I refused to have the surgery because I thought I'm usually okay when I wear my wrist brace. And so I just figured it was that. But as I started reading through her blogs and stuff, I was like, oh shit, that's what it is. Like, my body is going through the whole neuropathy thing, but it's early. And so I'm a little concerned because I was told that that generally doesn't happen on the first round of chemo. That's usually when you're towards the end of it. And so from what I understood in the chemo class, I shouldn't be experiencing this early. But anyway, so my right hand is the problem. I can't feel my thumb. The tip of my thumb feels like it's frozen. And then my pointer finger from the joint down, it feels really like numb, like tingling. And now my middle finger at the very tip, it is, excuse me, it's numb. So my major concern is that thumb, because like when I do like that, I can tell that it's freezing. Like that nerve is done. So what they said in the chemo class is that to combat neuropathy, when you go in for chemo, when they start putting the second bag, the second medicine into your IV, you should sit your feet and hands in bags of ice. And they do also have a chemo cap that you can purchase. But now that cap is, you're supposed to chop up dry ice and put it on your head. And so chemo doesn't behave. It doesn't, I don't know the word I'm looking for. It does not, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Here's that chemo brain. I can't even get my daggum thoughts together. That's driving me nuts. For somebody who remembers and don't forget a lot, like I got sticky notes. I wish y'all could have seen me today. Hold on. Let me get one thought out at a time. See, there we go. We're going to come back to the chemo brain. Okay. So anyway, if you put your hands in ice, the chemo won't bother it. That's the best way I can explain it. So they have made a chemo cap and mittens and socks, like stockings, that you can freeze and put on during your chemo. And so that is supposed to combat neuropathy. I don't know. So I've emailed them through the app, the Vanderbilt app, to let them know I'm having these issues and I want to know what to do. So in the meantime, I would just continue to wear my wrist brace, because it helps. If I put my wrist brace on, the tingling slows down a bit. It doesn't go away. But anyway, so under this video, I'm going to post some pictures of the stuff I found on Amazon. I don't know who, you might have a family member that's going through this. You might have a loved one that has experienced this. I don't know if you have some research you can share. I've gotten some literature that some people have sent me links to. So thank you guys for that. I am reading it. I am following up with it. Thank you for all the inboxes and calls and prayers still daily that come in. Thank you for your donations and contributions. I did speak with Angelica tonight, and I was really clear with her that I just have this issue with my whole life. I believe in giving. I wholeheartedly 100% will give you the shirt off my back if I really think you're going to use it for good intentions. Now, what's going to piss me off is if I give you my last $20 and you go buy a bag of weed or some crack. I got a whole problem with that. So I never take people's kindness for weakness, and I would never abuse any blessings that anybody gives me. I don't, and I don't intentionally abuse the blessings that God gives me. I'm human, and so I do make mistakes that he might not be so proud of, but I'm fully conscious of when people take time out of their day to bless you, and they take their finances that they could be doing whatever with to bless you. I don't take those things for granted. So my plan, I am going back to work. I really do. Like, y'all, I'm legit. I've worked since I was 16 years old. I don't know how not to work. I don't understand how people sit at home all day and are totally okay. Like, there's no health restraints. There's nothing wrong with them. They just choose not to work. I don't understand that. I got my first job on my 16th birthday and I have never stopped since. So I don't take those things for granted. So, but anyway, I said all that to say, my plan is just to store that money when it comes in through the Cash App or whatever platform you use. I just leave it there. Now, should I hit a hard time? You know, my mind says this is not going to be this. We're going to do these 20 weeks and we're going to be done with this, you know, but if God says, ma'am, you're going to run this race for 2 years, then we might have a problem. And that's when I might need some of this support. But should this go ahead and wrap on up like I'm praying, then I won't need those monies. If I don't use those monies, and I most certainly won't abuse the kindness, then I'll return those monies to you. But it's okay. I just feel like they need to be there for a safety net, if that makes sense. And I'll let you know. I'll keep you posted. And I do have it all kept in my cancer binder, my chemo book and cancer binder. I keep up with everything there. So anyway, thank you for all of that. I said all of that. Now, what else was I supposed to talk about? Shoot. Oh, chemo brain. So, yeah, the chemo doesn't understand to go and just attack the cancer. It goes in there recklessly and attacks everything. So, you could experience a bunch of different things. So today, I'm experiencing neuropathy, and it's amplified on these 3 fingers right here. I'm going to put the pictures down. So if you guys work somewhere, if you know somebody, if you know how to make this stuff, because like one of the nurses said that she had a lady that made the ice mittens. I don't know how y'all can bless it, honey. I don't know what y'all know, because y'all might know a lot. Like some of my friends are nurses. Y'all have seen how people have made this work and come out successful. So please leave that in the comments so that I can follow up, so I can do the research on it. If you have a link to share so that I can like go and figure this out. Like, cause this is not a painful thing, but when I tell you it'll drive you nuts to touch something and have your fingers feel like this, I don't like it. Not at all. So, anyway, I press through. I try not to complain, because I think that's one of the things that God is holding me steady from. You know what I'm saying? I've gotten spoiled in my life, and God has been so amazingly good to me that maybe sometimes I just forget that I shouldn't be upset. I shouldn't complain, and maybe be mindful that what I think is a crisis, somebody else is really dealing with something way worse than me. So I don't know why I'm going on this journey. I just know to straighten up something. I know to get better in my prayer life, get back to my meditation, get back to me, get back to being faithful to myself, get back to loving me and taking care of me like I used to. Anyway, so that's it. Next, so if you know where to find this stuff, or if you know the best way to use this stuff or order this stuff, let me know. What else did I want to say real quick? I'm going to push pause so I can get my brains together. Let me think, because I really don't even know what I needed to say. Wait, hold on 1 second for me. Oh, yeah. The cancer bus. I am interested in getting the cancer bus to come out, because October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I really would like the breast cancer bus to come to the school so that teachers could go out and have a mammogram done during their planning time. So if you all know how to get the cancer bus to come to my school, please leave that in the comments, or send your people some email and have them email me. They can email me at my school email address. I think it's, let me see, I don't know, I think I have two. It's laquenta.lindsley@mmps.org. And then the other one is, I think, lindsley@mmps.org. I don't remember. Yeah, that's what it is. So send them to there. Lindsley is spelled LINDSLEY. So if you could please send that information to me. I tried to look on the website today and to get some contact information. Nobody's responded yet. So if you know how to get that done for me, please bless my school with that. Ladies, please go get your mammograms. If you're following me, you're a bit of 30. Like, I don't really have a lot of young people following me, but go and get that mammogram. I mean, it's so crazy how you can't even feel this stuff in your body, but you can most certainly see it when you hit that ultrasound or that mammogram. So if you are, and you know what, early detection, there's no shame or no blame in going early. You don't have to wait to 40. If you have insurance, go get your mammogram. Feel your breast at night. There's plenty of videos that tell you how to do it, that will show you what you should feel or what you're looking for. And it doesn't take long, like legit 15 minutes, I was done. So let me encourage that. And then let me push pause one more time, because I had something else I really wanted to say. Let me think. Hold on one second. Okay, so I done thought here now. I don't even know. I just, whatever's in my head is gone. Anyway, y'all have a good night. Thank you for listening. Have an amazing week this week. Please, ladies, remember to go get your mammograms. Fellas, you need to go too, because guess what? Y'all can have breast cancer too. They have a machine. You can do an ultrasound, or you can go through the machine like we do. If you have more meat in that area. Please go take care of yourselves, guys. You only get one body. You only get one life. And if you mess up and don't catch this mess in time, you could totally wreck your life. And you have so much to live for. You have so, like, I just can't even explain how sad I get to even think I could lose my life. You know what I'm saying? I have a child I want to raise. You know, I still have, I gave y'all my New Year's goals, and listen, I still ain't made my New Year's goal. So I still got so many things I want to do. I ain't got me no husband. I'm trying to get some things knocked off my to-do list before I check out of this thing. So y'all go get that mammogram, please. Go. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. Now, it's uncomfortable. Like, you don't want nobody to smash your boobs, but I mean, hey, you do a whole lot worse.